back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I hope you're doing very well. I am back with another wardrobe declutter video. Seems like you guys really liked the last one and it's been over half a year, so it's definitely time to do another declutter, and it's also very much overdue me switching over my winter clothes to my spring summer clothes. And we're having a heat wave, so what better time to do it than now when I do actually need my more summery pieces. The wardrobe is currently a very huge mess. I did have organisation back when I kind of organised it many months ago, but it has gone into a bit of a chaotic state. But today is going to consist of a lot of time lapses and a lot of folding, organising, so I hope you enjoy that. Also, I have decided for whatever reason to do this on one of the hottest days so far this year, which I'm most likely going to regret, but we're going to see how it goes. I'm starting early this morning so we can try and get as much done as possible. Let me give you a tour of what the current situation is that we have to kind of organise and deal with. So this is our wardrobe space. We've got a big kind of double wardrobe here, which is quite tall, and we also have this storage unit on the left as well, which has more drawers in it. Now my boyfriend and I do share this wardrobe and the drawers too, so I am going to do it like a generic tidy of his stuff too, but he's obviously going to have to declutter his own things. But let me quickly show you what we're dealing with. So on the left here, we've got a bunch of black hangers, and that is all of Lau's clothes. And then on the right here is all of my stuff. As you can see, it's quite 50-50. I thought I should sit down and chat to you about the paid partner of today's video, and I'm very excited to say that that is Saltworks. If you haven't heard of Saltworks before, they basically specialise in long-lasting fragrances, and they come in the form of perfumes as well as reed diffusers, soaps and candles as well, which is very exciting. The brand's ethos overall is to create fragrances that last, and I can totally stand behind this mission because I myself have some fragrances that when I put on, within 30 minutes of wearing them, I swear I can't smell them anymore. They just don't cling to my skin, and I'm just very grateful to have discovered Saltworks. Here I have the Saltworks Discovery Set, which basically is this little set, and it contains 10 of their best-selling fragrances. And you basically can try out each individual one, and there's a little leaflet as well where it tells you all about each scent. It's beautifully illustrated too, how gorgeous is this? And it tells you the notes of each scent, why they came up with it, and also at the bottom they have a little fragrance star rating, so you can rate each fragrance in the pack. I just think this is such a clever way of trying out a bunch of different scents without committing until you find what really speaks to you, what really works on your skin, and you can also ask your friends and family of what they think too. And one of the best parts is that each set actually comes with a £25 voucher that you can redeem against any full-size products. So it really is a win-win when you are looking for a new fragrance. So I have tried out every single one of those scents, and I've basically used the little tester cards that they provided with the Discovery set. My absolute favourite scent is going to have to be a Love Story, which has notes of patchouli, lime leaf and cedarwood, which are my absolute 3 favourite scents. So I just know this is going to be my summer scent. It smells absolutely delicious. And then more of an evening scent, my favourite is the Oud Bazaar, which has oud, rose, pink pepper and leather, which is quite an interesting combination. But this honestly smells of Harrods. If you were to walk through Harrods, this is what it smells like. It just smells so elevated, and it's just oudy, and I love it. So I would have to say those are my 2 absolute favourite scents, and I'm very excited to purchase myself a full-sized fragrance bottle. Their products are 100% toxic free, 100% cruelty free and long lasting, and honestly I just think they're a great brand to stand behind, and I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity to share them with you, and I do really hope you go and check them out. I will of course have a link to their products down below in the description, or feel free to scan this QR code here if you're watching on an iPad or a laptop or even a TV, and that will take you directly to explore their products. Thank you so much to Saltworks for sponsoring this section of the video. Up at the top we do have a few storage boxes. Now I basically have pyjamas, towels and bedding in these boxes. Like, we share them with Lyle, he's got some stuff there as well, and then we have a bag which actually just holds all of my bags, so a bag for bags, which is just up there, which obviously is not the most ideal place because I don't like reach for it every single day, but whenever I need anything I do look in there. And then traveling down, like, this used to be so organized, and I feel like you guys will agree if you watch my previous organization video, like, we kind of got into a bit of a rhythm with it and there was some sort of organization, but since autumn winter I've kind of just been chucking like big jumpers, so it's really just time to sort it all out, and I'm very excited for that. And then down here we do have a shelf which typically should kind of stay empty, but it has honestly just like, there's no clear organization, but I've just kind of popped some bags in here. Like, there's some pajamas that need to go in the pajama box, Lyle's got some like caps and stuff. And then moving one down, this is where all of my jeans and things are, and then like some more kind of like tracksuits, and then Lyle's stuff. And then on the bottom shelf we've just got all of our shoes, and then I've got a little box with all of my workout stuff in there as well, which again just needs to be sorted out, looked through and just tidied up a bit. And on this side we've got the big unit as well, which, as I kind of mentioned, has got some drawers. And then up here we did used to have shelves, but then it kind of looked a bit messy, so I pulled them out and then I popped one of those little hangy things. So sometimes when we have like iron tops and stuff, we put them in there, so it's quite handy to have the space. And then up here it's just, again, a little bit of a dumping ground, but there's some of Lyle's stuff, there's like my cap, and then I've got my bag and like some, like my GoPro and chargers and tights, and like, it's just random, but definitely needs sorting. And then at the top I've just got some like more like toiletries, and like my alarm clock is there for some reason. A bit of an organization in these drawers. For example, in this one we've got all of my tops, which as you can see are kind of like just chucked in there, so it will be good to declutter these, take anything out I don't wear anymore. And then for example this bottom drawer has all of my kind of hair care and stuff, but I have sorted this out recently, so this definitely kind of works fine for now, but we'll see if I want to do anything more with that. And last but not least, we just have this hanging rail, which is in our storage cupboard, and this has all of our winter coats. So I basically, when I say our, like 95% of this is mine. I genuinely think Lyle's got like 2 things on here, so I just need to go through it and decide what I want to kind of put away or what I want to keep out, because the thing is, even though we're having a heat wave, the chances of it getting cold again are pretty high. So I'm not going to put everything away, I'm obviously going to keep some coats out, but like my big chunky like puffer ones or my like wool coats and stuff can definitely go in storage, because I do think it's going to be way too warm for them over the next few months, which is very exciting. That is essentially everything we're sorting out today, and I think we should start with the hanging clothes. I am intrigued to see how many things I no longer wear and want to declutter, so let's just get into it, because I actually think there isn't going to be many, but there's going to be a lot of things that I just want to put in storage. So let's just start from here. So firstly, a pair of linen trousers. I feel like you just cannot go wrong with a white pair of linen trousers, and especially with summer coming, I'm 100% keeping these. I also have another linen-y pair, which is in this beautiful striped blue. These are from Naked, and I do think these are a little bit tighter than the previous ones, and I kind of prefer when they're more oversized, but I do wear these, so I'm definitely going to keep these ones. Next up, I just have another pair of white trousers. These are actually from Topshop and I've had for so many years, but I do wear them to work, so I'm going to keep those. I do also have this really flowy satin maxi skirt, which I love. The only thing is, the waistband, it's got like a tiny little elastic, so it doesn't hold up too well, but we are definitely going to keep it because I do love the colour and I do wear it from time to time, so I'll keep that. Another maxi skirt. I feel like now it's warmer, I'm definitely going to be wearing a lot more skirts, so even though I haven't reached for these over the past few months, I'm definitely going to be reaching for them more often, so I'm going to keep that. But I do have this pair of trousers which are leather. These are from Zara, and honestly these don't fit me great on the waist, and I did think I would wear them over the winter period because they are so warm. They're such like a lovely pair of trousers, but unfortunately I just didn't reach for them. So I'm going to either pop them in the donate pile or I'm going to pop them in the winter pile, but I haven't yet decided. Maybe I just need to try them on and see what I think of them. I also have a black maxi dress, which again I haven't really worn over the past few months because it has been so cold, but I am definitely going to be reaching for this a lot more. It's in this like lovely stretchy material. This is from Naked, I believe. Yeah, and it's just so flattering, so definitely going to keep that. So far these kind of do feel quite summery. I don't know why they're still in my wardrobe, but I guess that's a good thing. I also have this play suit, which is from Polly, and I do really love this. I just again haven't worn it because it hasn't been warm enough, so keeping this and keeping it out as well. This white top I love and wear all the time, so that is staying. I do however have this white top, and I feel like I just haven't reached for this in probably over a year, which is such a shame because it's a really pretty top and it kind of like ties at the front there and it's got little ruffles and stuff. But yeah, I think I am going to either sell or donate this because I just don't wear it. An oversized white shirt, I feel like you just cannot go wrong. I love to wear this for work or even over bikinis in the summer. It's a very versatile shirt. So I am going to keep that. Now we have reached the jumper section of the wardrobe. So let's have a little think, because the thing is, I do think it's still going to get cold in the next few weeks. So I can't get rid of all my jumpers. I'm going to have to keep a few out, but let's see. This one is quite a nice one because it's kind of open at the front and then you can wear it if it's warm or if it's cold and kind of layer it up. So I think I'm going to keep this one out. However, this one is definitely going in the winter pile because this one's a very kind of thick jumper. Also, I'm not quite sure about it because I did really love it, but once I washed it, it kind of got a little bit like bobbly. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put it in my winter stuff and then see if I reach for it next winter, but it's like a really cozy jumper. Cropped hooded sweatshirt, which is really great for like going to the gym or just like lounging around the house. I feel like can't go wrong with this. And then I have this grey jumper, which is kind of like similar style with the v-neck to the cream one that I kept. I just think these are great for, again, as I said, like the warmer months. If there's like, it's like a little bit chilly but you still want to wear something that is airy, this is a great option. So I'm going to be keeping this out. I also have this cropped sweatshirt from Nike, which I love and I wear all the time, so it's definitely staying. And then another t-shirt from Topshop in this gorgeous pink colour. You will have seen me wear this before if you've seen any of my previous videos. I feel like I wore this quite a lot after summer last year because I feel like it's so pretty with a tan. It does kind of wash me out if I don't have a tan. But yeah, definitely going to keep this. It's such an easy like t-shirt to throw on. Next up we do have this really oversized sweatshirt hoodie situation, which is really cute. I do really like wearing it, but it's quite, I don't know, like heavy, but then that's kind of a good thing because then it's like a high quality piece. I am going to keep this, but maybe I'll fold it rather than keep it hung. And then I have this jumper, which is actually fairly new. I don't think I've worn it in a video before, but it is from ASOS, specifically from Monkey, and it's just like such a gorgeous colour. It is coming out a little bit different on camera, or maybe not. It does look quite bright in person as well. I also have this cardigan from H&M, which is actually, I feel like a Suzanne dupe, because if you kind of look at the buttons and the way it's structured, and also like if you could feel this material, it definitely, I feel like, is a little bit of a dupe, but I'm not really sure on this grey material. Like, I just feel like it fully washes me out. And also I got it in a large, and I feel like, I don't know, I wanted it oversized, but I think it was already oversized, so I don't know, but I'm going to keep it. I feel like there were just so many negative things, but I am going to keep it because I don't really have like a more basic cardigan. I feel like I had this problem in my last video that I filmed. And then I also have this jumper, which is a super oversized style with like really big balloon sleeves. Like, I just love the way this jumper fits. It is so warm, like for the coldest months this is perfect. It's from Nasty Gal, so I am going to keep it, but I am going to put it in the winter pile. We then just have my grey blazer, which I do literally wear all the time, so that is 100% staying. Then we have my black blazer, which I'm 100% going to keep because I wear this all the time as like a coat. And I feel like in summer wearing blazers as coats is just so easy, so I'm definitely going to keep that. I also have my black linen shirt from Zara, which I always get asked about where it's from, and it's just a little Zara shirt and I love it. It's so airy, it's so light, and it's just perfect for the warmer months. Then apparently we have two things hanging on this hanger. I'm not quite sure why, but firstly we've got these dungarees in this leopard print, which are so fun. I actually wore these at Christmas, so I don't know why, but they remind me of Christmas. But they're really fun, and I feel like in the summer they could be a really nice outfit with like a little t-shirt underneath or something. And then on the back of them, let me just pop them off this hanger. On the back I also have a pair of kind of more cottony dungarees, which do look a little bit like linen. These are really comfy. The only thing is, when I washed these, they shrunk. Like, the length of them shrunk, so the legs are really short. But they're so handy for like around the house, or like, I don't know, just if I was to go on like a summer holiday, then I feel like they're just such an easy thing to throw on and feel like light and airy. So I do think I'm going to keep these, but I might put these in the winter pile because the wardrobe is pretty full already, so maybe leopard print for winter. Next up, we do have a few of my dresses. I have this satiny silky dress which ties at the back, and this is such like a gorgeous basic piece. I feel like having a midi satiny dress is just like so easy for when you have an event and you have nothing to wear. Just throw this on, put some nice jewellery on, and then that's like the look sorted. So I do have this, I love it, and of course I'm going to be keeping it. I also have this green maxi dress which I love so much. I wore this in New York and it just reminds me of good times, and I do also want to get like another colour of it because it's so pretty. But yeah, definitely keeping this one in the wardrobe. And then for the last dress we have this one, which I literally just wore yesterday, so like definitely keeping. This is a Princess Polly dress, and it's in this gorgeous navy colour, and it's got these little sort of ruffles, and I don't know what this is called, I can't remember, but little like embroideries through it. And it's a mini, and I just think this dress is so easy for summer. I feel like I'm really into like my blue and navy colours at the moment, so yeah, loving this. I'm going to keep this. And that's the last dress in the wardrobe. I do have another few things which are basically just dressing gowns, which is quite random. But I have this one from H&M. I wear this literally pretty much every single time after I get out the shower. I feel like it's so comfortable, it's so breathable. I do also have this gorgeous dressing gown, which I was very kindly sent by Bedfolk, and this honestly is just so beautiful. Like, the material of this, amazing. It's like made with like Turkish cotton, and yeah, it's just really, really beautiful. It's a very high quality piece. I do feel like this is a little bit warmer, so I feel like this would be perfect in more like the autumn winter months. So I am going to pop it in my autumn winter pile. I feel like we have definitely made some progress and some space. Like that just feels so lovely. So now I think the best thing to do is to basically take out all of my other clothes from the drawers and from the shelves, put them on the bed, and then basically just sort them out into piles. So I think that's the next protocol, the next stage of the decluttering process. Out a few dresses and things from my summer collection of clothes, so I'm going to hang these up, and then I think I'm going to try and organize this hanging system. Okay, I've kind of made a little bit of organisation, and now I'm going to pull out a few of my coats from the coat closet, because I have these little see-through bags that I can do like vacuum bags. So I'm going to pop a few of my jackets in there and then put them away in storage. Like that, we are done. Also, I did declutter my toiletries in the previous video that I posted last week, so if you haven't seen that, then go catch up on that. That gives you a little bit more of an insight of like the start of the declutter, I guess. But without further ado, oh my gosh, look at my hair. Without further ado, let's do a tour of the wardrobe. Starting with this side. Let's just open it all up. So this is what the hanging situation looks like, which I know to you guys might actually not look that different, but to me it just works a lot better, it looks a lot better, and there's just a little bit more space, which is good. And again, just kind of like colour coordinated them as much as possible. But I do feel like it just looks so much better. I haven't actually done anything up there, so I won't go into detail for that. But moving down, as you can see, like this space is so much more decluttered. I've just got 3 little Uniqlo bags and then another bag that I reach for quite often so that they're like easy access. And on the left, Lyle's got a few caps, and then just going down a shelf, this is all Lyle's stuff, and then this is all my stuff. I've just got all of my jeans here, all of my shorts slash skirts with one belt that I reach for quite often, and then in the back there I've got all of my hoodies and then all of my like sweatshirt bottoms and also a pair of sweatshirt shorts as well, because I reach for them when I'm at home quite often. And then on this side we've just got Lyle's cap, my cap, and then my bag that I reach for every day. This used to have like a pile of stuff on there as well, but I managed to sort it out a little bit. But I will show you this drawer, which you kind of watched me put together anyway, but these are all my dark tops. These are more like basic tops, I would say, but kind of like my dark tops, my light tops that I reach for every day. And then going into the storage cupboard, it definitely looks a lot more sparse, which is good. That means we can kind of fit more things in here, or to be honest, not even fit more things, but just like get our things out normally. Honestly, I am so happy that I have managed to declutter and actually be able to see my floor again, because there was a moment during the day that I genuinely thought, we're not going to get out of this. It's not going to happen today. and I think the heat just adds like an extra layer. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration to declutter your own wardrobe if you haven't done so already for spring/summer. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to end the video here. I think I'm gonna go and have like a really cold shower after I finish the video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also let me know if you are going to do your own declutter. I would love to know. Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Have a lovely rest of your day wherever you are, whatever you're up to, and I will see you very, very soon with a brand new one. Bye!